They just revealed everything coming to Black Ops 6 in Season 4 Reloaded, from new permanent rewards and zombies, new modes, new camos, the Olympia, and much more. We're gonna cover it all. And if you want to stay informed on all future updates for COD, make sure to unlock the subscribe button. Here's the blog post. The first thing they do is set up the storyline for Season 4 Reloaded, Stitches on the loose, then they go over the new multiplayer content. We've got brand new MP maps, Fringe, which is a remaster core 6v6 and medium-sized map. Then we've got Eclipse, which is a brand new Strike 6v6/2v2 small-sized map, which looks like it takes place in a club, but like a medieval club. We've also got cell-shaded map variants. Play cell-shaded versions of Nuketown, Babylon, Skyline Stakeout, and Grind in COD Tunes Mosh Pit. Interesting. There's the new limited time party ops mode. Party all night in this free-for-all party mode, challenging players to finish a randomized set of mini games with the highest score. The clock's ticking. Each mini game occurring in a short time frame. There's no score limit and score streaks are disabled. Mini games include condensed versions of some classic party modes alongside wild challenges like the dance-off, tasking operators to get down and funky, as well as musical zones later in the season. Sounds like one of the modes of all time. Anyway, moving on to the zombie section, here's the new content coming in Season 4 Reloaded for zombies. Good grief. Gameplay updates. So gameplay updates to grief, including more punishing grief effects against enemy players, bans for certain revive-related gobblegums, faster zombie spawns after capturing a zone, whimsical gobblegums reward for players who finish their match, and more. So now when you capture a zone, some of the grief effects are going to be more punishing against the enemy players. There's going to be faster zombie spawns after a zone completes. And you can also get whimsical gobblegums if you finish the entire match, which hopefully will stop so many people from leaving right away, but probably not. It also looks like they're banning Phoenix Up and Near Death Experience, or at least one of them. Then we've got a new limited time mode, Abomination Challenge. Summon Mo by opening the doors to the Ether Church, then defeat Mo. Yeah, all of this information right here is all about this new LTM. However, the LTM is pretty self-explanatory, and I don't think we need to read through all this. We can pretty much sum it up. All Abomination Challenge is it's pretty much just a cell-shaded version of Liberty Falls that's zombie snacks, but when you open the church, there's a big abomination you got to kill inside. And from the way it sounds, this abomination is going to be much harder than a normal abomination. He's going to gain resistance, then immunity to a weapon repeatedly used on him. And his charge attack also holds a secret. Whatever that could be. Mo the Abomination is a force to be reckoned with. He inflicts the maximum damage at all times, loves to sprint at foes as often as possible, doesn't like the taste of equipment, and is said that he headbutts so hard that your perks are knocked out of you, landing on the ground. Yeah, so it sounds like Mo is going to be really hard to take down. If he hits you, he will knock the perks out of you, and they'll land on the ground, which makes me wonder if you could steal your teammates' perks, which could be fun. But besides that, in this mode, Easter eggs are also disabled. You're also going to see a bunch of additional bosses spawning. You're going to see Amalgam spawning, Doppelgas spawning, Elder Disciple spawning, Shock Mimic spawning, and Toxic Zombie spawning. Yes, all of these enemy types on Liberty Falls. And it's also going to feel like you have the Rampage Inducer on the entire time. It's going to play like zombie snacks where you can't regenerate health, and the only way to get health back is by eating the food on the ground. But the Flow State ability is coming back. There is permanent rewards for this mode if you manage to complete the Abomination Challenge, which I guess is for taking down Mo. You're going to get 15,000 XP, a hidden power gobblegum, and a special calling card. So yes, you do get a permanent reward for taking down Mo. You get a special calling card, which hopefully features Mo. Oh wait, there's more. We're getting another LTM in zombies. This one coming in season, and it's the Starting Room LTM. Any guesses what this LTM's about? The Starting Room LTM? Anyone? Yes, you in the back. But in all seriousness, this LTM's pretty straightforward. It is the spawn room of each map. You can play it on Liberty Falls, Terminus, Citadel de Mor, the Tomb, or Shattered Vale. When you spawn in, you're going to be locked in to just the spawn room. You're not going to be able to leave. There are some additional features in this mode. There's a random perk power-up. So as you're killing zombies, they can drop a perk power-up that's going to give you a random perk. The fire cell power-up no longer drops randomly from zombies. If the map normally has a pack-a-punch machine or a Wonder Fizz machine that spawns at round 25, it will spawn in. So on Citadel, if you get to round 25, you'll get access to all of the perks. And on the Tomb, you'll have the pack-a-punch machine in the spawn area. Then finally, door buys and exfil are disabled. Like we said earlier, all of the maps are going to be available in this mode. It's just going to be the cell shaded version of that map. So it's going to be the cell shaded version of Terminus, the cell shaded version of the Tomb, and then same goes for the rest of them. Ooh, now that I think about it, Terminus spawn room only is going to be a little bit hard. It's not a very big spawn room. All of the stuff that's normally in the spawn room of these maps is still going to be there. If there's an ammo crate, if there's a perk machine, a wall buy, armor buy, those are still going to be there in this LTM. There's also rewards for playing this LTM. On every map, you're able to earn a pack of 5 gobblegums, a high value gobblegum, and 15,000 XP for the first time you reach an impressive round milestone. What is that milestone? It depends on the map. So for each map, there's going to be a certain round you have to get these rewards. We have no idea what these rounds are yet though. Next, we've got zombie leaderboard events, which is interesting. Rack up points, climb the leaderboard, outslay the competition during the King of the Dead leaderboard event. For this event, all you have to do is play any zombies mode and kill zombies. As you kill zombies, specials, elites, and bosses, you're going to get points. And the more points you get, the more you're going to climb the leaderboard. And whoever has the most points is at the top of the leaderboard. And that's pretty much it for this event. Once it ends, depending on where you are on the leaderboard, the higher you are, the better rewards you get. Everyone earns something, but only the sharpest layers will walk away with the best rewards. Overall, I actually really like the idea of this event, but in theory, I don't know how well it's going to work. Essentially, whoever kills the most zombies is going to get the most rewards. But I feel like it's going to encourage people to sit in AFK zombie glitch spots and get a ton of kills and just AFK to be at the top of the leaderboard, taking away rewards from people who were playing normally. But with that being said, I actually don't even know if there's any current AFK glitch spots in zombies. They might have all been patched, but I'm sure there's some kind of glitch people are going to be able to do to get a ton of kills and kick players off of the leaderboard that should have been ahead of them. So it sounds like a fun event, but hopefully they do something about people who are abusing the AFK glitches to get to the top. And that's it for the zombies section. There is still more content coming to zombies, but we're going to cover that in the general section. First, let's quickly go through all the new stuff coming to Warzone. There's going to be a new care package that's going to be in the Battle Royale Casual, Resurgence, and Plunder mode. There's the new Search and Destroy contract. New gameplay content. There's a new perk, the Loot Master. There's a cell-shaded version of Rebirth Island. They're adding new modes. There's Havoc Royale, which is a quads 44-player match that lasts about 15 minutes. Resurgence Casual, which is 44 players, some of them being real players and some of them being bots. This is probably going to be great for grinding camos. And they're adding Ranked Play Resurgence back. There's World Series of Warzone Qualifier broadcast. We're getting Warzone solo playlist updates. And that's the end of the Warzone section. Now moving to the new general content. Everything we're about to talk about is going to be usable in multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. We're getting new weapons, the main one being the Olympia. This is unlocked from the Beavis and Butthead event. Oh, and it's a special weapon. This means in multiplayer, you're going to be able to use an AR primary and have the Olympia as your secondary, because special weapons are secondary weapons. You're going to be able to have a pocket double barrel shotgun. It's going to be fun, but this is going to be a nightmare on small maps. Oh, you could run double shotguns. You could have a shotgun primary, and when you got to reload, whip out the Olympia. Not only will you have a double barrel shotgun, you'll have double shotguns too. But yeah, it's the Olympia. What else more is there to say about it? It's a double barrel shotgun. We're also getting a new melee weapon, the pickaxe. Also unlocked from the Beavis and Butthead event, and it's a pickaxe melee weapon. I'm just saying, if there was ever a time to do a Minecraft collab in Call of Duty, this would be the time. I mean, they're adding a pickaxe. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a diamond pickaxe bundle blueprint where you can get, you know, a Minecraft diamond pickaxe in Call of Duty to run around with. Honestly, nothing surprises me anymore. We also have the new aftermarket parts. We've already seen a couple of these. We're getting the SVD full auto mod, which could actually be pretty good in zombies. This also comes from the Beavis and Butthead event. We are getting a lot of things to test from the Beavis and Butthead event. Not only are we getting the Olympia, we're also getting the pickaxe, and we're getting the full auto mod for the SVD. And I kind of want to try all three of those out in zombies. All of those in a single day. But besides that, we're also getting the Tier 2 close quarter combat auto conversion. It turns the FAL into a full auto weapon. This, however, is not coming from the Beavis and Butthead event. It's coming from the COD Tunes event. And I wonder how this is going to work when you pack-a-punch it, because normally when you pack-a-punch the TR2, it becomes a 3-round burst. So are you going to take a full auto weapon and turn it into a 3-round burst weapon if you pack-a-punch it with the conversion kit on? I guess we'll have to find out. Okay, now for the events. Obviously, we're getting a Beavis and Butthead event, if you haven't heard that enough times throughout this video already. And it doesn't look like they give us a date. I'm pretty sure this is starting right when the season starts, if not a few days after. But it doesn't... they give us a date? There is a mastery reward in the event, but they don't give us a date. I'm just assuming it's going to start at the launch of Season 4 Reloaded, but we don't know. Then the next event is the COD Tunes event. This one's coming after the Beavis and Butthead event. In this, you're going to be able to get the TR2 conversion kit, and you're going to be able to get a weapon camo. So hopefully the camo from this event's pretty cool. Glad to see we're getting more event camos. That's always nice. Hopefully it's an animated camo and maybe it will glow as well. And there's also going to be a Black Cell version of the camo again. So if you own Black Cell, you're getting 2 camos, not 1. And obviously there's going to be new bundles. It wouldn't be a COD update if there weren't crazy, ridiculous bundles to buy. There's the Tracer Pack Beavis and Butthead bundle, which are like military versions of Beavis and Butthead. He's got toilet paper for a suppressor there. Fun. They come with the Kick 'em in the Nads finishing move. That's going to be fun. The Tracer Pack Street Jockey Mastercraft, which is a horse. What melee weapon is that for? Is that for the pickaxe? Yeah, there's a toy rideable horse. Melee blueprint for the pickaxe. So yes, you're going to be able to run around and whack people with this. There's the Tracer Pack Off-World Sovereign Reactive Ultra Skin, which looks fancy and evil, and then they want you to upgrade to Black Ops 6 today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. For zombies, we're not getting a whole lot. We're essentially getting 3 LTMs and a grief update. There's going to be new changes for grief. There's going to be the Abomination Challenge mode. There's going to be the Starting Room LTM, and then there's going to be the Leaderboard mode as well. On top of that, we're also going to be getting the new weapons in zombies. So the Olympia, the pickaxe, or I guess the rideable horse if you want to buy that bundle. The full auto SVD mod and the full auto TR2 conversion kit as well. Also, there's Beavis and Butthead if you want to play as Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, with that, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up. This is what is coming next week. If you didn't catch it at the start, this is dropping on July 2nd. I knew that off the top of my head. Didn't have to read it on there. Dropping on July 2nd. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a great one. Peace. We unlock the Nebula horse in one game.
Going to unlock all these camos.